Oh, hey. Cooking 1-5 here. I'm here with my little brother. What are you doing?
Blocking the camera.
Oh, well, you got a pizza box here. I'm here with my little brother. We're having Rosa's Pizza for lunch today. Doing lunch and learn. There's the pizza there. The Rosas, if you never heard of it, it's in Cincinnati. They're all over the place, and I think they're in Florida too. Because I think we covered that with the Skyline. They put them down there so they can get these, get Ohio people to come live down there when they retire. It's traditional crust. It's thinner. They got the hand tossed. They got the pan. They got the traditional. We went for the traditional today. Extra sauce. And I'll tell you what I've done. I pulled a fast one on them. Every once in a while, you go to some of these locations, they like to get the cheese a little too done. I don't know if they do it on purpose. I don't know if someone just forgot. I don't know. So we went for the lightly baked. So you can tell that cheese ain't overdone. I mean, the crust is a little soft, but I like it soft. Yeah, pretty good.
Messy.
Not as good as my pizza, but
Nothing's as good as your pizza, apparently.
well, you ask them. I mean, I released my pizza recipe to the public a while back. I think I did a veggie pizza, and I did what I do, pepperoni or something.
Maybe.
One of my pizza versions. I got a couple different crust recipes, like a couple different sauce ways to do it. I make my own homemade sauce. I think I showed you the easy way using the Mids pizza sauce. Some extra seasoning. Yeah, this is messy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how I like it. I like it. I like the bread-like crust. I don't like it real crispy. I don't like it burn on the bottom. That fire roasted stuff. I mean, if I did it, it'll taste all right. But these restaurants, they mess it up.
It ain't as good as it used to be.
So anyway, we're doing lunch and learn here, and I figured, people need to know about pizza, and they need to learn about it, because there's a lot of chains out there, a lot of people doing pizza. Everybody wants to get in the pizza business for some reason, but most of the time it really ain't all that great. I mean, some are better than others. A lot of them try to sell on price. It's really cheap, but it ain't got no flavor, and I prefer maximum flavor on any of my food, especially my pizza. So, we're going for maximum flavor here, so I'm going to teach you about it. A lot of sauce on there. That's how I like it. So, I tell you, you want to make a good pizza, there's 3 secrets. Some could say there's 4. First and foremost, you're going to need a good crust. Good crust is very important when it comes to pizza. You need a good crust. The next tip I got for you, and this is equally important, you're going to need a good sauce. You got to have good sauce. Your pizza's not going to be that good if the sauce ain't good. So good crust, good sauce, And then I'll tell you another thing. You're gonna need a good cheese, good sauce, good crust, good cheese. And that's pretty much the secret. I mean, that's the secret to having a good pizza. Those 3 critical ingredients: crust, sauce, cheese. Now some would say, 4 might be good toppings, but some people don't like toppings on the pizza. I mean, today we trying to save some money. We just got sausage. We could have put all kinds of meat. We could have put all kinds of veggies. Veggie pizzas. I like veggie pizzas, but you got to use fresh vegetables. You can't get your vegetables out of a can or out of a jar, which is a lot of what these cheap places do. So anyway, I'll tell you another thing you need to do when you eat pizza. You need to have the right drink. I got some drinks here. Let's see here. I got a Pepsi, because I think Pepsi goes better with pizza. And Coke I like to have when I'm having a sandwich. But I don't know, something about Pepsi and pizza. I don't know if it's because they both start with P or what. And then here I got you a milk. Because
milk.
Well, I thought maybe if you drink some milk, you grow up a little bit. Get strong bones and stuff. So I'm having pizza. Actually, you know what? No, get off my Sprite. That's for later.
That's for later.
Wait a minute. We got cookies. I better take the milk.
Yeah, that's better.
You bet in there. I'm gonna need milk for my cookies. Now that I think about it, I knew there was a reason I got milk. All right.
Told you get me a Pepsi.
So how? I mean, it sounds simple. Good crust, good sauce, good cheese, good toppings. You're on your way to a good pizza. Man, that's messy.
No, that's what happens when you get extra sauce.
So how do you do it? All right. So good sauce. Best way to have a good sauce is use my sauce. I haven't released it to the public yet. But what I did do in my pizza recipe, because we got to do this one step at a time. I understand that you can't learn it all at once, and it gets overwhelming. I know. So what I recommended on the Cooking 15 website, just start out with some Mid's pizza sauce. I'm telling you, Mid's pizza sauce, it's thick, it's got a little kick to it, it's got some good flavor, it makes for a good pizza. So, start out with Mid's until you learn your own sauce. Now, you could go to your local pizza place. Some people have local pizza places that got a good sauce and they'll sell it in a jar. Don't be afraid to try it. You're familiar with it, you like it. You can't go wrong if you already like it. But still figure out your own. It'll be much better. Now, the crust is probably the hardest thing people struggle with. The secret to a good crust, first, is to ask yourself, what do you like in a crust? Some people like the crispy, some people like it bread-like. Some people like it thin, some people like it thick. You gotta figure out what you like. I like it soft. I like it soft and bread-like. All right, good soft crust. Man. But how you do that? People tell me all the time that, I made some pizza crust and it wasn't very soft. It wasn't bread-like. It didn't rise a lot. Well, because you messed it up. Or you had the wrong recipe. So get on Cooking 1.5. Get my recipe, my crust recipe. You're going to like it. Now, there's other versions. Well, I'll give you in the future that are good for different tastes, depending on what you want to do. But start with the first one I released. Now, this is not just a, you're going to make your crust and you're going to throw some toppings on there and cheese and stuff and throw it in the oven. Cook it. No. You got to pre-cook this crust. This is a secret, I'm telling you. You make your crust. You cook it in the oven, 450 degrees, 5 minutes. And before you cook it, you're going to put olive oil, butter,
some garlic
oil, garlic infused olive oil. But you're gonna put some oils and butter mixtures and things on the crust, top of the crust. Then you're gonna bake it 5 minutes. You're gonna poke some holes in there so you don't get the tumors and stuff growing in the middle of the pizza, unless you like that kind of thing. But that oil is critical, because what you're gonna do, you're gonna create a barrier. Oil and water don't mix. You ever notice that? Oil and water don't mix. That oil layer is the secret to keeping your toppings, your cheese, your sauce separated from the bread-like crust in the middle. You establish this barrier, and that barrier is going to let the moisture and stay in the crust and let the crust rise real good, and it's going to keep all the toppings from getting watered down your crust. So you're going to cook your crust 5 minutes. Then you're going to put your toppings on there and such, and then you're going to cook it another 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how crazy you got with the cheese and the sauce and the toppings and that. Man. But I'll tell you, that's the secret. That's the pre-baked crust. The crust you cook first. Then you put your toppings, sauce, cheese. Then you cook it again. If if you stumble on a recipe, you want to try a recipe, and they got you making the crust and cooking it all at once, I'm telling you, it ain't the right recipe. So use my recipe. You'll be happy. The other thing I like to do, and this is where I'm telling you, the restaurants won't do it, especially the fast food type, just where all they do is pizza and it's to go and it's delivered and all that. Put some seasonings in that crust, Put some oregano, put some garlic, put some stuff in the dough mix. Get some flavor in the crust. Very rarely does anybody ever do that. They want to brush it on at the end, just around the edges, and But sure, it's got some flavor, but not got the same kind of flavor mine has. Now, you got some people coming up here on the car. Where are they going?
Probably the men's.
They going in there buy something?
Most likely.
Anyway. Man. Somebody playing some music or something?
Yep. You can devour that pizza there by yourself?
Man. It's saucy. It's extra sauce. I like it. So anyway, good crust, good sauce, good cheese. Now, cheese, everybody wants to use the cheap stuff. I'm telling you right now. Name brand ingredients, the good stuff. But not too good. Usually your better cheeses are, they're heartier, they're thicker, and they're powerful flavor, but they don't melt as good. Now see, this is where your cheap cheeses might have a little more oil base and a milk base to them. They melt a little easier.
It's the messiest piece.
But they ain't got the same kind of flavor. So, what you want to do is you want to come up with the right ratio of, middle of the road cheese to good cheese for right melting consistency. Now, one of the ways to do that is to get a name brand kind of cheap cheese. Not a generic cheese, not a flavorless cheese. It's really not a cheap cheese, but a name brand cheese that's, been packaged for, what would you call that? To be economical, to be lower cost. It ain't cheap cheese, it ain't garbage cheese, but they're trying to get the lower end market. It's a little better than your generics. Oh, there.
Wow.
Now, tell you what I use. Name brand cheese. I think I usually will use Sargento slices. It's already pre-sliced up. You just throw it on there. I go for the slices. It's a nice consistent layer when you're doing slices versus just piling it on the shredded stuff. I mean, you can do the shredded stuff, and you can do that too. You can do a combination of slices and the shredded stuff. You can do the different mixes of cheese, the 3 cheeses, the 5 cheeses, do whatever you want. Honestly, I prefer to just straight provolone all the way. I think, provolone's got a little more flavor than the mozzarellas. A lot of time the mozzarellas don't have a lot of flavor. Unless you're going for some smoked mozzarella or something. You're going to pay. You won't get a little tiny thing of smoked mozzarella imported from Italy. It's going to probably cost you $15-$20, and it ain't enough to make a pizza. So, you sprinkle a little of that in there, and pizza. And this is what happens. This is why these pizza places are successful. They'll use $2 worth of ingredients and sell you a pizza for $7, $8, $10. I'm gonna make a pizza for myself. It's gonna taste way better. It's gonna be way better. But it's gonna cost me anywhere from $5-$6, maybe upwards of $20, just for one pizza and my cost. And I'm not even selling it to nobody. So you can see why pizza's so successful is because there's a lot of people out there that don't care about flavor, and they just it's like, hey, I can get a whole pizza for $7 on this deal. Buy 2 for $14, and now you got a $7 pizza. Yeah, but it don't taste that good. You maybe splurge and go buy $30 worth of ingredients, and you can make 2 pizzas that you're gonna dream about all night. You're gonna sleep like a baby. So, pizza, it's good stuff. I'll tell you the pizza recipe I ain't released yet. It's my barbecue pizza. It's gonna be just like regular pizza. You're gonna put a little less pizza sauce on it. You're gonna put some barbecue chicken. Put a little barbecue in there with some cooked chicken. I'm gonna do the provolone just like I normally do, and then what I'm gonna do, here's where I change it up a little bit. I'm going to take some sharp cheddar cheese, some good name brand sharp cheddar cheese, and I'm going to shred just a little bit of that on there, just so that every little bite has just a little bit of cheddar cheese in there. And it's good. Oh, you had it, ain't you? You have that? Tell me that ain't the best barbecue chicken pizza you ever had?
Pretty good.
It's better than everybody else's, I'll tell you that. pretty good. Yeah, kind of. I'm remembering now. It's coming back to me. I ate that pizza and you ate the whole thing. You ate the whole thing and I didn't get any. I had to make another pizza.
Wasn't me. It was probably one of your kids.
No. Anyway, man, you eat most of that pizza, didn't you?
No.
So anyway,
I had like 2 pieces.
man, I'm stuffed. That's one thing about pizza. It'll stuff you. I mean, it's heavy. You know, cheese is heavy. The crust's heavy. Yeah, it'll leave you filled. But yeah, there you have it. I mean, that's the secret to pizza. I mean, it takes a long time. I mean, you got to learn the crust. You got to learn the sauce. You got to learn the cheese. Yeah, you got to get the right toppings and the right combination of toppings. But once you master those 3, 4 techniques, I mean, you're gonna have good pizza. And honestly, you mess either one of them up, and pizza ain't gonna be all that good. Because you can have good sauce, you have good crust. If you got a horrible cheese, you got mediocre pizza. So there you have it. That's your secrets in making a good pizza, 3 basic techniques. Good crust, good sauce, good cheese. And, if you like toppings, then you got 4 tips. Have some good toppings. Fresh toppings, I'm not talking about, banana peppers out of a can. Slice up some fresh banana peppers if you want banana peppers. If you don't want banana peppers, don't put them on there. It's your pizza. Just use good ingredients and put some seasoning in the crust. And go with the pre-baked crust. The crust you got to bake first. Then put the toppings on. As long as you got that oil layer, you're going to have good soft crust. Now some people tell me that, hey, I got a pizza stone, or do I use a pizza stone? Do I use a pan? Do I put it in the oven without a pan? I mean, just do what you want. It just depends on how you like it, A lot of times people use a pizza stone. They like their pizza real crunchy, real crispy. What are these people doing back here? They trying to get in our video? I think got ladies trying to get in our video. Everybody's always wanting to get in on Cooking 1.5, Anyway, where was I? Good pizza. Do it right. Just don't make a cheap pizza. I mean, if you're going to make a cheap pizza, you might as well go buy a cheap pizza. That's my philosophy.
99-cent pizza?
Where are you going to get a 99-cent pizza?
Nasty.
You can't even get a slice of pizza for 99 cents. You don't say much over there, but when you do, something stupid comes out. 99-cent pizza.
Your 99-cent pizzas.
There ain't no 99-cent pizza. You tell me where you can get a 99-cent pizza. I get a 99-cent pizza flavored sucker or something. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, man, I'm fulfilled. I'm stuffed. I don't even know if I'm gonna get the seatbelt on. Man, wow. There you go. We're out of here.